year Baumia and running mate who's and semi and I NCP, I don't know NPP, MP Baho, and some of the figures or no, and can Yadia will be in a pool, on the routines and a poor you may Yadia and go and do so. Now, what are some of you? Now, some I say, we know the banner. Let's just say, so we subscribe to the channel now. Let's just say, over subscribe. What do we are? Say, over click the subscribe button. Now, a barely notification. When it's a new video, the arrow, or so once I ever can be. After we are now, like the video, give us a thumbs up. Now, share my offer for us now. We may be now one day. After Yambura, minimum. Napo, but Umadi may be Akroma the president. No matter down for Akufo Addo say, or no, any running mate. Na feel and penny for Transina to say one again, Napo. NPP, MP Baafo, I friend of Appiah Kubi, or the Samatu say, or no, and Yadia will be Napo. Or say, even though Napo qualification dear, but or no dear Yadia or no will be Napo. Now, the Samatu. Now, I share a story at the top on team, now feel a tip away and no more as safe. You share a story no. I say, Baumi's running mate. I will choose somebody who will submit to the presidency and bring parliament closer to the executive, not Napo, NPP, MP. Just so no the choose who be an obey you be or no or be say ama a year presidency now obi parliament abẹ́ a year the executive no. Now I share a story no. I say a new patriotic party NPP member of parliament for Asante North, Appiah has said that he will not have chosen Dr. Mathew Opoku Prempeh as running mate for Dr. Mahama if it was up to him to do so. That is a ononanke or wasa akunyana that there will be a year Napo. According to Mr. Appiah, although Dr. Mathew Opoku Prempeh qualifies to be vice president of Ghana, I won't choose him. See, I'm from say a year Napo qualifies over by vice president. The flag bearer of the new patriotic party, Dr. Baumia, was reported to have presented Dr. Mathew Opoku Prempeh's name to the president, Akufo Addo, on June 26 as his choice of running mate. Prior to that, Dr. Opoku Prempeh has been widely tipped to be the choice among other cities. Answer na we able to get na amafo dodo na kaso e dey na po ara ni dey. Then the Appiah Kubi so the name some Appiah. No say commenting on the development on June 27, Mr. Appiah Kubi said Dr. Opoku Prempeh lacks what he Appiah Kubi looks out for in a running mate for the NPP. But since any may be or no share say will be a running mate no it be me a year na. We have not been consulted as a caucus for us to state our position. But me Appiah Kubi, if it was for me to choose, I won't choose him because he is not my preference. Just say or no, so I don't know what could be say no prefer any preference. I would want somebody who will be open to the people on the ground, who will be able to deliver the vote, somebody who will submit to the presidency and who will also bring parliament closer to the executive. Itichemo or the Tróuble, will be over brand house I'm a presidency, will be able to achieve votes about. What was say the Asante legislature further noted that we should find somebody who, if the presidential candidate is not there, he will hold the hand of a member of parliament and go and campaign in that member's constituency. He cannot hold my hand, so why should I prefer him? But as I say, President Kweli Woko, so you be able to son and say, may the work campaign, then go and campaign, no share, and upon the obitini. Yes, sir. Nothing into a year, Papa anyone said into and somehow did to be a brow or guarantee interview. You be son and sensible. Into on one anyone sema or the intino.
A member of the New Patriotic Party National Council and Member of Parliament for Asante North constituency is tonight urging Dr. Mahama Baumia not to be cowed into selecting Energy Minister Dr. Mathew Opoku Prempeh as his running mate. The NPP flag bearer, Dr. Mahama Baumia, is reported to have informed the president about Dr. Mathew Opoku Prempeh as his choice of running mate, while the Asante North MP spoke with TV3.
As I speak to you now, I'm a member of parliament. I have not had the opportunity to discuss this with anybody, let alone the presidential candidate. And if it's the case that presidential candidate is consulting, I would think that he will also want to consult his parliamentary group, because we are his generals going to battle, and you cannot neglect your generals and be talking to the men on the field. And I'm not sure that is a strategy the presidential candidate want to adopt, because we are fronting his campaign. Whether good or not, the determinant of our success or otherwise depends on the efforts that we put in. So if Vice President is just talking to members of Parliament and talking to people in the precincts, I think that it wouldn't be a good strategy.
But is this name running around from the circles of you, the majority caucus, as supposedly unacceptable?
I will not say anybody has been accepted. We don't accept candidates in the media. We accept candidates in the National Council meeting when a nominee has appeared before, or the presidential candidate has nominated somebody, and we decide on that person. So for now, whatever is in the media is for consumption of people who rely on the media. But me, as a party person, I will be very constitutional in this approach, and I will want to listen to the party speak through the National Council.
Will he be a preferred choice for the majority?
But if it was for me to choose, I would choose him. Why? He's not my preference. Me.
He's not your preference?
Yes.
Dr. Mathew Opoku Prempeh is...
Appiah Kubi is saying that he is not my preference. But that doesn't mean that he is not qualified.
Do you have a preference?
Well, if there was an opportunity like that, I would express a candidate, however acceptable or otherwise, to our presidential candidate.
What candidate
I would want somebody who will be open with the people on the ground, who will be able to deliver the votes, and who would also submit to the presidency, and who will also be important in bringing Parliament closer to executive. I would probably select somebody who is more acceptable by the generals going to the war, the parliamentarians. We should find somebody who, if the presidential candidate is not there, he will hold the hand of a member of Parliament and go and conduct campaign in that member of Parliament's constituency. I don't see that happening in this equation.
Still on elections, tensions are mounting among party supporters in the Lejokuku constituency of the Greater Accra region ahead of the December 7 general elections. Poor drainage conditions and lack of toilet facilities are major concerns for most of the residents of Tróuble, a vibrant community in Teshi. While some residents expressed disappointment in the current state of the constituency, other residents say they are satisfied with the projects currently being executed in the area.
When Akroma came into office, he started containers.
I have been at Total Filling Station for the past 23 years. I was here when the former NPP, by then he was the chairman, acquired that land and wanted to put up the filling station. He came around and spoke to us and promised us to get us one gutter. Because when it rains, all the rain comes all the way down from Mana, rushes all the way down there to the Tróuble Total Filling Station. So once you acquire that filling station, you should be able to get us that drainage. He couldn't do it. 2 years, I do remember, if you can watch the back of the Total Filling Station, there's another story building there, which is the Ashford Filling Station. The water entered into their apartments. It is a situation that has been there.
It is absolute false. What we have is a situation where the authorities that give license for filling stations to be operated, giving him full license to be operating. That filling station has been operating there for a very long time.
I am looking at Honorable Dr. Bernardo Koboy and Honorable Benjamin Ayukunate. Now they've all gotten the nod to serve this constituent. And I'm going to look at the achievement of both. When you get to Adan Junction, there was a bridge over there. It's an ancient bridge, and that bridge has not been fixed to the extent that any car that passed there, either your tire will burst or your car will spoil. By now, the MP have gone there to fix that bridge, and the road has been constructed, and people are using that road very much.
No gutter. Me baby, I'm in say school you are rasta. And so to school no.
Now the news tonight's General Secretary of the National Democratic Congress, Fifi Fiavi Kwete, says his party will adopt a coordinated campaign which will enhance vigilance at all polling stations across the country. In a yet-to-be-aired interview on hot issues, Fifi Kwete accused the NPP of disingenuously using the Ashanti region as a base for stealing votes.
If there is a place where the most massive stealing of vote happens in this country, it's Ashanti region. That's a stronghold of our opponents. And I've already established to you that if there's any political party that simply is what you call desperate about rigging an election, is the NPP. And I'll give you an example of what happened in 2008. In 2008, in that critical moment when they were stealing the vote, do you know where the votes, where the shenanigan was happening? It's coming from Ashanti region, from Kumasi. That's where they were changing results that already been declared. So we know what is done in Ashanti. We know that that vote you're saying there, a lot of it is stealing and vote padding. And this election, you watch.
And you think they could be doing that again?
Just watch. They'll try. As for trying, we know they will.
Founder of the new force, Nana Kwame Bediako, says he will embark on a nationwide tour of the country to preach hope to the citizens. He made the announcement while he embarked on a roadshow in Accra visiting Zongo Lane and its neighboring communities. Emmanuel Samani was on the tour and reports.
The roadshow was to interact with the youth, market men and women, and listen to their concerns and provide solutions to the country's challenges. The roadshow was met with a mammoth crowd as Ghanaians from all walks of life gathered to listen to Nana Kwame Bediako's vision for the country.
It's about going to the people. Now when you are more, etimi are connected. Now when you are makata, now when we are more in here, I know na yes, it's some Bibia about politics is changing in the era of Nana Kwame Bediako. The new force movement is a reincarnation of some of our biggest leaders. And those spirits are with me. And I want Ghana to bear with me. They should be with me to the end of the show. To the end of the...
He hinted of a nationwide tour of the new force.
So we're about to do the biggest tour, the 275. And we're going to go around the whole Ghana. And also, we're about to educate the youth about democracy.
Some sympathizers shared their support for the new force.
Oh, okay. I have voted 3 times. I have witnessed NPP time and NDC time. They will come with the same thing. We bass or beboa, no ejegu. We subas or beboa, no ejegu. Bible so chese kwasi apenen sana ajene. Fine, some more doubts. Now, yes, you are no so time no share. Tired. We are tired of NPP NDC. We are tired. The young youth want the young man to come and speak for us.
The road show, which began at Zongo Lane at Jamestown, ended at Choco.
You're waiting for waiting, and some of your MP Editija or you say Napo the lie on your preferred Napo or Sakunyana Kenya Napo and now be nowadays and some good one and out to that. Mr. William subscribe here. Mr. Say over subscribe no like it. Now I share video no ama of for so any be na worry. Also get me actually working Appiah and some way now on comment box mo. Mobete link in my next video.
You will hear from me in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell to turn on the notification. Thanks for watching. Like and share the video. Let me hear from you by dropping your comment.